Good morning. And thank you, Leslie Maxfield, for that beautiful voice. And she will be walking across stage today, yes. So welcome everyone to our 69th Staff Service and Impact Awards ceremony. Good to have everybody here. Thank you for joining our celebration. In addition to being in the auditorium today, we are also live streaming the event. So as you walk across stage, if you have family live streaming, wave to the balcony, because that's where the camera is. And I would like to offer an appreciation as we get started for all the staff we're recognizing today and all of you who are still working and not in the auditorium, and just all of the Caltech staff. And I hope you don't mind, I did get permission to read this. And this is an email that I received from Phil Hoffman. He's our emeritus faculty member. He's sitting in the back there. And I thought it was just the perfect way to start our service awards off. And Phil wrote, "When I had to do a Caltech oral history interview, I said that one of the things that made Caltech a great place to work was the incredible staff. I cited people in our division, but now I'm going to embarrass somebody, but added that the HVAC staff and included Modesto McQueen, one of our 25-year recipients today. I included them by name. If there were a Nobel Prize for HVAC repair, he and his colleagues would deserve it." Thank you, Phil. I appreciate the note. Yay. And while we're bragging a little, it is because of the Caltech staff that we were once again named by Forbes as America's best mid-sized employer in 2024 and the best in-state employer in California in 2023. We were ranked #1. Now these ratings come out in August, the best in-state employer, but that means that we were ranked #1 over Google, Stanford, In-N-Out Burger, of course. So just to name a few of the other people. You are amazing, and thank you for all the work you do, and we're so happy that we can celebrate all the staff at Caltech today. So we are acknowledging the achievements of 213 staff today. I know not everyone can make it, and many are also doing this through the live stream. I want to thank a few people before we get started, and that is the HR group that puts this together, Priscilla Gubatin and Karina Ortega. They are the creative minds behind this. And also, we have to thank the Beckman Auditorium staff who always show up. And I know you had a late Watson lecture too, so thank you. I'm looking at Dwayne, who's kind of shy, but no, he's not, if you know Dwayne. But thank you to Dwayne, Nate, Eric, Veronica, Derek, and all of the auditorium staff. We really appreciate it. Yeah. And all of our volunteers, thank you. So we will now move to our program. If you don't know who the gentleman is sitting next to me here on stage, this is Charlie Lane, and Charlie is our Vice President and Chief Operating Officer. He started in October of 2023, so he's still kind of new to Caltech, but I think you'll be surprised how much he knows about Caltech. Charlie moved his family here from Florida, and in October, maybe a little later. And you will see Charlie walking on campus before work, during work, after work, and on weekends. So I would thank you, Charlie, for being our speaker today. Charlie Lane.
Well, good morning, friends. I'm excited and delighted to be here today. Props to Julia. She probably didn't want you to know this, but she's celebrating her 20-year anniversary. So I'm a little intimidated actually being here, as Julia said. I haven't been here that long, about 7 months. Most of you have been here at least 7 years, if not 17, 27, or 37 years. And that's pretty remarkable. It really is. It's going to be a great day today. We're going to celebrate some really cool people, some great accomplishments and I'm just excited to be here with you. So it's only appropriate that we start with saying this, and we're going to say it probably many times, and that is congratulations. You have reason to be congratulated. Dr. Rosenbaum, I'm sure, is going to say this. And thank you. So let's all give ourselves a round of applause just to start off with. So let me tell you how I started my mornings. I start most mornings, and that is I was having coffee with my wife, and she said, "What's your day look like, honey?" And I said, "Well, it's busy. I have to make some remarks at a staff appreciation ceremony this morning." And she said, "What are you going to talk about?" And I said, "Well, I thought I'd start out by telling some jokes and maybe show you some funny images, and I thought I'd spend a few minutes talking about my dissertation." Thank you. I got the same response from my wife. In fact, she said, "You know, honey, first of all, you're not that funny. Secondly, it's a little dangerous starting with jokes. You know, if they crash and burn, it's a bad start. And then lastly, your dissertation just isn't that interesting." And I said, "I know." I said out loud, actually, "Thanks for your constructive criticism, honey," as most spouses do. And then I thought to myself, but I'm still going to do it. Because I've already submitted my slides to Julia, and that's just the way we roll. So can't change that. So no anniversary would be complete without Jim Carrey or Yoda. Yeah, you got to love that Yoda image, don't you? And you're going to love this one, because how many of you have thought this, whether it was 5 years, 10 years, or 15 years, you start the sentence, you go, "Oh my gosh, it's actually been that long?" Yeah, you can relate, can't you? And you're going to love this one. And I'll date some of us in here, but no anniversary celebration would be complete without Bob Ross. You got to love it. And we'll just put a little happy anniversary right here. Yeah, that's nice. I don't know. That's perfect. The hair is perfect too, by the way. And I love these images. You got to have the kid on the beach. But I don't know, how many Napoleon Dynamite fans do we have out there? I actually went back and reviewed some of the clips from Napoleon Dynamite, especially the dance scene. It was fantastic. I love the quote, though. I guess you can say things are getting pretty serious. And when you've worked here 20, 25, 30, however many years you've worked, yeah, it's getting pretty serious, isn't it? And then finally, this one, I hope you can read it. On the left, me, when you're stuck working with me for another year, yay. And then you, when you're stuck working with me another year. So let me go to the fun part of the show, and that's to talk about the dissertation. I won't spend much time talking about it, I promise you. You know, if somebody asks you why you work for an organization, you probably give a lot of responses, but a lot of it comes down to commitment. And I don't know if you know, but the average tenure for people working in an organization these days is between 4.5 and 5.5 years. So people circle through organizations pretty quickly, and so it's pretty remarkable today that we're celebrating some of the anniversaries that we are. I worked at USC for over 20 years, so I can appreciate what we're celebrating here today with you. And already in the 7 months I've been here, I've really become fond of Caltech for a lot of reasons. I'm going to talk about 3 of those reasons right now. But it's not an easy answer to the question, why are you committed to the organization you work for? But I was always fascinated why people do work for organizations for any length of time when they have so many other options. And this is why I studied it for 5 years of my life. But there are at least 3 types of commitment that attaches to the organization. The first is called exchange commitment. We work in exchange for things like pay, important, benefits, maybe vacation, and a whole lot of other things that we can't really put our finger on, including just getting recognized for the work we do. It's an exchange process, and it's important, and this waxes and wanes over time, but it's something for you to think about, and there's something about Caltech that has attached us in this way, Every organization does this in one way or another, some better than others. And actually, back to what Julia said a minute ago, we must be doing something right in all these forms of commitment because we're recognized by Forbes as one of the best in the country. The second form of commitment is affiliation commitment, and you're experiencing some of that right now just by being in this group of people that we have. You affiliate with others. You have friends. It's almost like you have family in this audience. And after you work with people this long, you really do experience things that you wouldn't if you're working in a business by yourself. We celebrate things like this together. We celebrate weddings. We celebrate births of children and grandchildren. And we even mourn together when someone loses a friend or a family member. So these are all things that affiliate us and attach us to the organization. And it can be very, very powerful. And the last one is called identification commitment. We identify with the organization, its values, its mission, its vision. And these things attach us to this place. And it's a very strong form of commitment. They all are strong. But this one, I would argue, in some ways, is maybe even strongest for Caltech. You have to decide. But we really do gravitate toward these gizmos and things that we create around here. And it's exciting stuff. Meanwhile, we also, here you see some images from, I think, from JPL and others. But meanwhile, we also gravitate toward those people who lead us. And it doesn't matter if it's Einstein or Linus Pauling or Carver Mead, who spoke right here at this podium last night. And Carver talked about some incredible inventions and incredible contributions on the part of Caltechies that made technology what it is today, whether it was the cell phone, GPS, or just a number of other things that Caltech has contributed to. And it just tethers us to this place in ways that you wouldn't think otherwise. And we're tethered to our leadership. You know, I didn't say this to Tom Rosenbaum when I came on board, but I actually looked at some videos of Tom giving some speeches and things, and I identified with Tom. And I still do, Tom. I want you to know that. So just in the 7 months, you haven't run me off. Thank you. But leadership, identifying with that leadership, whether you're a division chair or someone else, that's also an important form of identification commitment. So think about those three types of commitment and, as I said, which one you most relate to. I mean, they all change over time. But I'm going to close with a couple of quotes here that I think are relevant. Commitment is what transforms promise into a reality. And commitment is not just an act. It's an act, not just a word. We act it out every single day around here in everything you do. I'll close, Julia, with a couple of comments. Again, I said, I'll say it again. Thank you for the fantastic job that you do each and every day. And you do. You do a fantastic job. If it weren't for you, this place just wouldn't exist in the way that it does. And I'm going to send us out on a high note. It's your work anniversary, so celebrate and get back to work, please. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Charlie. Don't go back to work yet. We still have some of the show to do here. So thank you. Thank you. That was great. So we're going to move on to the awards part of the ceremony. And we're going to start by just giving a quick background on the first award that we're giving, and that is the Thomas W. Schmidt's Annual Staff Prize. And after the video, I'll bring up Tom Schmidt, Tom Rosenbaum, and Ted Jenkins as we present the prize. So if I can get your attention to the stage, it tells you how this award came to be. Well, I can announce the winner too. That's what we got. Okay, so let me tell you how the award came to be. So go back, Tom Schmidt is here today. He is my predecessor. And before he left Caltech, he and Ted Jenkins met for coffee, maybe at Red Door or somewhere else. And Ted is one of our trustees. And Tom had the good idea about how can we honor staff in a way that is notable. And Ted in his years of being in industry, said, I really want to honor the staff in a way that is equal to how our faculty, who get many accolades, are honored. So Ted endowed the gift for us. Thank you, Ted. And we are now on our 18th year of awarding the prize. So the video will be online if you want to see it. And it is just an interview with Ted and Tom Schmidt that was done during our pandemic years, which hopefully seem way in our rearview mirror right now. So I encourage you to watch that. Saying that, could I have Tom Schmidt, Tom Rosenbaum, and Ted Jenkins come up to the stage, please? Charlie, if you want to stay, you're welcome to, or you can take a seat, however you want.
We're getting old.
No, you're not. Come on up.
How do you want this ordered?
You can go. Tom Rosenbaum will be in the middle. And then you guys will be on the other side of me. You may. I don't know if you caught that. So let's see. Ted says, so Ted, raise your hand so everyone knows who you are. Yay. Ted said, we're getting old, as he walked up to the stage. Tom Schmidt said, we made it. So thank you. So the recipient this year, you can see some of the nominations we received for the recipient. We have one recipient this year, and I know she's here because she's also celebrating her 20 years at Caltech. And Kim, can you come to stage, please? Kim Mawini. So Kim works in our registrar's office. She is the associate registrar, and we receive nominations from staff, faculty, and students. I didn't know that Kim worked on many of the projects that she did. And one of the quotes that just really stuck with me is somebody said, I don't know how someone can be as positive every day that I've ever worked them as Kim is. So thank you, Kim. And so Tom has, Dr. Rosenbaum has the award for you, and Ted Jenkins appropriately has the money. So, thank you, Kim. Make sure we get pictures. Okay. Congratulations, Kim. Yeah. So for those of you wondering, like, how much did Ted just give her? So it's $3,000. So, yay, I know. Net. Kim, it is a paper check. Okay, I know there's a lot of people in the audience who have no idea what a paper check is, but you actually have to walk into a financial institution. Oh, you can take your picture. Take a picture of that check and get it in your account. So thank you. And so now I'm going to ask Tom Rosenbaum to stay on stage, but if Ted and Tom Schmidt wouldn't mind going back to the first row, I would appreciate that. Don't fall.
I don't fall with a handrail.
Okay, but it runs out. Okay. So, great, thank you. I don't want any falling in today's ceremony, okay? Thank you, okay, they're both down. Phew. Okay, we're good. So, our next award is the Team Impact Award, and this is actually an award that we started a few years ago to just recognize teams that have made an impact at Caltech. And the nominees for this year, I think, are showing on stage, but they will be The groups that were nominated were the International Student Programs, the Glass Wash and Fly Food Facility. I had to practice that one, you guys. Mail Services. Yay. The Worm Base Consortium. And the Office of Student Experience. So the first team to be recognized is the Office of Student Experience. Can OSC come to the stage, please? Can members of the, yeah, come on up, or come on down, however they say it. Congratulations to the OSE team. And the second award, Team Impact Award, is given to the International Students Program Group, ISP. Laura, Daniel. So Laura took on the challenge. Yep. I believe. So Daniel took on the challenge too. So I think that we've got vintage Gucci and maybe the Armani Vault opened up for you, Daniel? Okay, I thought so. And here are your certificates as well. Congratulations. Please get your picture. Please don't trip. Yay. And then our next award is the Associated Students of the California Institute of Technology Award that we actually have Gabby Twombly, hopefully I said your name correctly, yay, and one of our undergraduates who's graduating in a few weeks. Gabby, will you come on up to stage and give the award?
Do I click through or just say the names?
Just go ahead.
All right.
If you want to add anything about it.
Sure. Hello, everyone. Thank you for inviting me here today to celebrate our awardees. So ASCID is pleased to present the Staff Appreciation Awards this year to recognize the hard work staff members contribute to our undergraduate community every day. This award is unique in that it is chosen purely through student nominations. And the criteria for these nominations are that the nominee must be a staff member, including administrators, coaches, student service roles, academic support staff, and so on. The nominee should be someone who goes above and beyond in listening to and supporting students at Caltech, someone who displays an enthusiasm for their job and the Caltech community in general, and lastly, someone who encourages students to be their best. I will be sharing this year's awardees with you all and sharing a few remarks based on the students' nominations and submissions. As I say your name, please join us on stage for your award and photos. The first awardee I will be naming is Jenny Campbell. She is the Options Manager for the Department of Mechanical and Civil Engineering. Jenny, if you could join us. And so Jenny does an amazing job of helping the students solve any problem they have concerning course requirements, conflicts, forms that needs to be signed, room reservations, and so much more. She also helps students manage forms that need to be signed by the option representative, figuring out who needs to respond to emails, and generally ensuring that student academic issues or concerns are resolved quickly within the major. For example, in response to what was discussed at the Student Faculty Conference this last year, Jenny organized social events for undergraduates to mingle with faculty, ordered MCE department-branded hats, which she handed out to everyone in the major, and revamped the website and created an entirely new flowchart to accurately reflect the course offerings and different advanced elective tracks within the major, which is amazing. So thank you so much for your hard work. Next up, I would like to name Tashiana Bryant-Myrick. She's the director of the Caltech Center for Inclusion and Diversity. Tashiana. Since Tashiana began working at Caltech, she's worked hard to make the CCID and the Caltech campus a welcoming space at all levels. Her coworkers, peers, and other students have appreciated her dedication to inclusivity and understanding towards every person she meets. Additionally, she brings a warm and friendly personality to administration by being friendly and down to earth, so it feels that you can talk to her about anything. Not only that, but she's gone repeatedly above and beyond for students she encounters, even off the clock. She is good at and enjoys what she does here. Lastly, Tosh has supported the formulation of the Black Student Union, the upkeep of the Black Scientists and Engineers of Caltech, and the Caltech Hispanic and Latino Association, all important undergraduate student organizations. So congratulations. And lastly, but definitely not least, I would like to name Oswaldo Penazola, who is leading our meal plan program. So Oswaldo helps lead the meal plan here, which you can understand is very important to college students. He's always willing to help an individual out, especially if it's a student or if something went wrong with a special meal. He keeps a positive attitude and jokes around in a fun way with the students, and we've had many a student share that he brings a smile to their face, even when they may be struggling with their day and schoolwork. You can tell he really cares about the students with the way that he supports everyone and the meal plan here. He also interacts with them on a daily basis and makes sure that everyone feels included and welcome on campus, which is very important. In addition to that, he sets aside time to try and attend foodcom meetings to try and address concerns that might pop up in the house system. So he's there on all levels, which is certainly not an easy job. So we thank you for your hard work. Even though we might not always get to share it, students are very appreciative of the hard work that staff members put in to make Caltech such a great place. So thank you for everything you do, including those of you in the crowd who have joined us today, and thank you for having me.
Thank you, Gabby. That was lovely. We really appreciate it. And thank you for what the students do for the staff. Okay, we've got people lined up. That must mean it's time for the service award recipients to come up and have your name read. I will probably ask you to pronounce it, just so I get it right, folks. And also what we'd like you to do, I'll read your name, please go and get your award from Dr. Rosenbaum, and make sure you get your picture taken, okay? And Tom's very good about making sure you do that. So the 10-year awardees, come on up. We have today 57 10-year employees. Thank you. Mario Blanco. We love cheering squads. Yuka Sato. Love it. Thomas, or Tom, Gardner. We practiced ahead of time. Carmen Luna. Mabby Howard. Emmanuel Medina. Okay. Sebastiano Calki Navati. Elise Furlan. John Nolick. Yep. Juan Hymas. I almost made the mistake, you guys. Viviana Solar. I got you. Yeah. Douglas Doug McBean. Sue Zendel. Jessica Almeida. Oh, thank you. Erica Crawford. Catherine Ikonomu. Catherine Reeves. Julian Van Eken. I almost did it, sorry. Julian. Diana Jurgovic. Hillary Tribbs. Tali Arnold. Murray Brightman. Michael Kelsenberg. Juan Torres. Nelson Enriquez. Dominic Rinaldi. Got it. Amy Hansen. That's you, right? Oh, I beg your pardon. We are now going to 15 years. Amy, we're going to do this again. Thank you. Okay, we're moving to 15. Sorry. When my children got older, the eyes behind my back went away. So, Amy Hansen. There it is. Cynthia Mikimoto. Syed Hassan. Get your picture. Okay, Syed, the stairs. Thank you. Margaret Carlos. Hannah Ramsey. Tracy Chen. Brian Greffenstedt. Hello. Koji Arahi. I got you. Caroline Murphy. Thank you. Elise, not yet. Elise Garlock. Yuri Rodriguez. Thank you. I got it. I think. Randy Trudeau. We are now moving to 20, the 20-year recipients. Wendy Amaya. Maria Lopez. Good job. Ryan O'Connor. Lee Coleman. Estella Venegas. William Umali. So easy, yeah. Wei Mi. Kim Mawini. Aaron McKinnon. Hank Kang. Rudy Gaona. Brian Williams. Don Gelino. Megan Crane. Vanana Desai. Quan Lee. Kevin Wong. Michelle Gonzalez. Ben Chan. Thank you. I got this. I love your dress. Carmen Flores. Okay, that's our 20 years. Let's go to 25. So, it's okay. Are you going to mispronounce my name?
She asked me if I was going to mispronounce her name. Julia McCallan.
Thank you. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Tom. Now, 25 years. Janie Malone. Thank you. Cito Diaz. You want Rupinder back? Rupinder, not Rupi? Yeah, whatever you want. Walia? Okay. Rupinder Walia. You're the one that did the right syllables. Maros. Edward Maros. Okay, Sergio. Okay, we practiced this one too. Sergio Fajardo Acosta. Good? Thank you. You look great. And the Modesto McQueen. Olivia Aguilar. You ready? Marcos Caratino. Hey. You got this. You got this. Marta Robles. Hi, Pedro. Pedro Robles. Christina Aguilar. Muriel Marquine. Holly Cronin. Okay, before I say the next person's name, her family is watching from Canada. So everybody just like wave to Becca up there so we can say hi to Christine's family. Christine Ryan. Larice Balian. Melinda Kirk. Rosario Zaydan. I like it. I like it. Kelvin Johnson. You made it. She pulled it out of your hand. Alex Avila. Okay. Chris Jolly. And now the voice of Caltech, Leslie Maxfield. Okay. Veronica Kondrashov. Ashish Mahaba. Bonifacio Mazas. Hello, Carrie Slater. Carrie Slater. Alfredo de la Torre. Found do. It's do. I just want to say it correctly. Tom Do. Tam Do, sorry. Tam. Thank you, Tam, and thank you, audience. Walter Estrada. I think after all these years I get yours, right? Okay. Rock Kutri. We are now switching to our 30-year recipients. There we go. Serena Marks. Sue McHugh. Ian Roberts. I said okay. Ralph Crowder. I know this one. Albert Lazzarini. I know, I always want to say Guy, and you're up. Guy DeRose. Okay, I was going to say, Ali, you'll get me if I don't say it right. Ali Kiani. Mary Sue Jimenez. Look at those shoes. Okay, you got to look at Mary Sue's shoes. I'm sorry, I mean, she's rocking it. Now we're at 35 years. Woohoo! Jose Bermudez. Okay. Marion Apale. I think we're okay. Joe Mazzarella. Lisette Martinez. Branislav Ketzman. Sharon Brunette. Eric Lopez. Roy Miller. Davy Stone. Alberto Devora. We now move to our 40-year recipients. Yay, I know. Patrick Lamb. Pat Huber. Leona Kershaw. Gayleen Ursua. Just like. How do you say your last name? Hike Isayan. That's it. And our last 40-year person is David Flores. We do have a 45-year recipient, but she is not here today. But many of you know her, and that is Michelle Vine in PMA. So I'm sure she's in the Lynn Robinson building. I'm sure she would be happy to have you go by and say congratulations. That is all of our recipients for today. Let's give them a round of applause. We will now have Dr. Rosenbaum, who's also celebrating 10 years with Caltech. Yay. The closing remarks.
Thank you. What a wonderful day. And yeah, it's 10 years. I feel like a newbie, though. And it's just an honor to be surrounded by so many indispensable people at Caltech. You really make such a huge difference. And I will not talk about my thesis. Sorry, Charlie. Although if you want to get together and talk about metal insulator transitions and doped semiconductors, happy to do that anytime. Instead, I thought I'd start with a quote from Ray Bradbury, who's author of the dystopian science fiction novel Fahrenheit 451. He had an upbeat, if still fiery view of the differences we could make in this world. And you make so much difference in this world. He wrote, "It doesn't matter what you do, so long as you change something from the way it was before you touched it into something that's like you after you take your hands away. The difference between someone who just cuts lawns and a real gardener is in the touching. The lawn cutter might just as well not have been there at all. The gardener will be there a lifetime." Caltech employees are here for a lifetime. As exemplified by all of the award winners today and your colleagues, you care, you're committed to Caltech, you understand how your actions will change the world. Caltech staff work individually and together to create lasting improvement, taking pride in the process as well as the product. I walk across campus most mornings pretty early, and when I'm not dodging the electric carts that are whizzing past me, I get to say hello to the facilities folks, to the electricians, to the security personnel, to the cleaning staff, to the administrative staff, all of whom, of course, arrive early, to the book transporter for the library, and the cylinder gas delivery folks, and of course, Ray Bradbury's gardeners. Because of this, I know that the Institute is in good hands. I take such pride in seeing the work that you do. Thank you for touching Caltech and making it a better place for all of us.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you for your closing remarks. We will now close our 69th Staff Service and Staff Impact Awards. Thank you, everyone. There's a reception right outside Beckman. Please help yourselves. Welcome.